Okay, Glenda, did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes, hi. I was trying to see if you guys were there. I wasn't seeing the cues here. Hi, everyone. My name is Glenda. I'm working with Travel Pros. I want to welcome you here to our webinar with Royal Caribbean. Are you still there? My computer's doing something funny.
Yep, we're here.
Okay, I want to thank you for joining us this evening, along with Royal Caribbean, to present to you the Oasis class ships. I myself have been with Travel Pros over 10 years. I started out in Virginia Beach. I've since moved to Houston, where I still book clients through Virginia Beach's office. I'm very excited about all the new news and the upcoming things we have going on with Royal Caribbean, and I hope everyone enjoys the show this evening.
I am also here. I'm Sarah. I am with Travel Pros also. I have been with them for about a year. I am located in Pennsylvania, but doing the same as Glenda and booking through the Virginia Beach office. So I'm also very excited and can't wait to hear some of the things that Ginny has to share with all of you, and hopefully we can get some people out cruising pretty soon. I know Glenda and I were talking about it today that we have to get out there as soon as possible. So we're excited, and Jenny, it is all yours.
Thank you so much. Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us, or I guess it could be good afternoon, depending on where you're located. We could have some people on the West Coast with us tonight. So welcome, everyone. I'm going to talk, yes, definitely about our beautiful Oasis class ships, but I'm also going to give you some really exciting updates that have just come out within the last week or two. Some really stuff that we're all in the cruise industry very excited about. As I'm going through my presentation, I want you to please notice on the right-hand side of your screen, there's a question box, or somewhere on your screen, there's a question box. Any questions that you have, please type them into the question box, and tomorrow or maybe later this evening, I'm going to download a report with all those questions, and then I'll be sending it to Travel Pros so that your travel advisor can follow up with you directly to make sure you get the answer to your question. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I have for you is just a little introductory video to show you a little bit of what Royal Caribbean is about. So here we go with our first video. So how'd you like that? That is just a glimpse at some of the things you can expect when you're cruising with Royal Caribbean. All those amazing activities that you saw, those are available on board our ships. or at one of our private islands. So at Royal Caribbean, we are all about going beyond the expected. And you got just a little bit of a taste of it right there. But this extends to a lot of other areas. It extends to the air on board our ships. We've upgraded our filtration systems so that the air that you're going to breathe when you're on board a Royal Caribbean ship is cleaner than anything you're going to breathe even in your own home. Multiple filtration systems and fresh air blowing in off the ocean and running through the filtration systems. We have also completely revolutionized the muster drill. Now, if you're a regular cruiser, you know what the muster drill is. If you're not, maybe you've heard of this called the lifeboat drill. But this is the time before the ship can leave port, before everybody on board the ship, the whole ship shuts down, and everybody on board the ship has to go to his or her muster station and go through the drill of watching, you know, the demonstration of the life jacket and things like that. Well, on Royal Caribbean, we have invented new technology where we're going to put completion of the muster drill in your own hands and in your own schedule. When you get on board the ship, we're going to ask you to complete the muster drill within a certain window of time, and you're going to do it yourself using your personal device, you know, your phone, your iPad, whatever it may be, or the interactive TV in your stateroom. The ship will no longer have to shut down. Everyone will complete the muster drill on his or her own personal timing, and then all you have to do is go by your muster station and check in and just let them know that you know where it is. And so we were actually working on this long before the word, you know, coronavirus or COVID-19 had ever been heard. We just knew that this process needed to be changed, but now it's so timely because we have eliminated the need for all that crowding, you know, because you used to have to go on deck and stand shoulder to shoulder and front to back in a tight group. And that's just no longer healthy or safe to do that. So your health and your safety is of utmost importance to us at Royal Caribbean, and we are constantly creating and evolving our processes to make sure that our crew and our guests will always, always be healthy and safe on board our ships. And speaking of on board our ships, we are so very excited. I'm sure that you know that cruising has been paused globally for more than a year now for all ships with a capacity greater than 250 guests. So we are so very excited to be returning to service this summer. We just announced Adventure of the Seas will be sailing out of Nassau, Bahamas, June 12th through September 11th of this year. She'll be doing beautiful 7-night round trips, including 2 days at our gorgeous private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and we're going to take a close look at that a little bit later. And a stop also in Cozumel and Grand Bahama. So beautiful itineraries, and those are available to book right now. We also announced just this week that we're going to be putting another ship in Bermuda. So home ported in Bermuda will be our beautiful Vision of the Seas. And she'll be sailing out of Bermuda June 26th through August 28th. And that will be this 7-night itinerary that you're seeing here. So there will be a day on Perfect Day at Coco Cay. That Grand Bahama stop is just a fueling stop. And then there will be 2 days in Bermuda. So for people who absolutely love cruising and love Bermuda, this is a fabulous itinerary. This will be available to book starting on Monday, this coming Monday. And then just today we announced that our beautiful Jewel of the Seas, and this is a Radiance class ship. We call these Radiance class ships are known as our ships of light because they're made with over 11 acres of glass. And so this really is a jewel. And so she will be sailing out of Cyprus beginning in July with a Greek Isles itinerary. And that, they haven't even given us the itinerary yet because they were still ironing out the details, but that will become available to book very soon. And then a few weeks back, we announced a new home port for Grandeur of the Seas in Barbados. So this ship will begin sailing out of Barbados in December of this year. Those sailings are available to book right now. You've got 3 options. You have the 7-night Southern Caribbean island hop, and that is a different island every day. So no days at sea. And look at that incredible itinerary, those beautiful islands. And then we have the 7-night Southern Caribbean adventure. You do have some days at sea, and again, beautiful, beautiful islands there. And you can book those 2 7-night itineraries back to back so that you can have a 14-night itinerary, or you can book this 14-night ultimate Caribbean itinerary. And look at that. I mean, that is just absolutely spectacular. All those amazing ports and 14 nights on board an absolutely gorgeous ship. We also very recently announced that for the first time in a very, very, very long time, we are going to have a ship sailing out of Los Angeles, summer of 2022. The Navigator of the Seas will be moving to Los Angeles, and we have not even seen the itineraries yet. They haven't even shown the sales team the itineraries yet, but there will be options of 3 and 4 night cruises. There will be a 7-night, some visits to Catalina Island, some going farther down into Mexico. So more to come on that, but that will be opening up very, very soon to be able to book those. So that's just the newest of the news. Things we're very excited about, but let's just take a look at our fleet. We have 26 ships in our fleet. We have just recently taken delivery of our 26th ship, or maybe we haven't even taken delivery yet. I know we had to take delivery and then she has to do sea trials, but we're going to take a look at that in a little bit too. So with Royal Caribbean, the destinations that you can expect to visit with us, and we will be back. You know, we're not exactly sure when we'll be able to resume sailing all of our ships. We're working very, very closely with the CDC, and we are making tremendous progress in that direction. But eventually, we will have all of our ships back in service, visiting over 300 destinations on 6 continents with more than 30 home ports, 2 private islands, which we're going to look at, and over 3,000 global shore excursion options. On board any ship in the Royal Caribbean fleet, you can expect to receive everything that you see on the screen there. These are all offerings of Royal Caribbean, and most of these things are universal to our ships. The private destinations, it depends on if your itinerary is going there or not. But amazing dining, entertainment, activities, lounges, nightlife, we offer it all. Every ship in our fleet has a rock wall. We were the very first cruise line to bring rock climbing out to sea. We have either a named Broadway production or a Broadway style theater production on every ship. We have pools, we have our award-winning Adventure Ocean youth programming, we have sports courts, we have the Windjammer buffet, and that is not going away. I believe what we're going to see, based on what I'm hearing about our ship that's been sailing out of Singapore, is that instead of serving yourself at the buffet, we will have uniformed, appropriately garbed crew members there to serve you, basically like you would get in a cafeteria versus a buffet. We have comedy clubs. Every ship has a casino. Almost every ship has a conference center. So if you are thinking about bringing a group on board and you have meeting needs, we have conference centers that we do not charge anything extra to use them. And of course, we have the Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness Center. So Oasis class ships, this is one class of ship that Royal Caribbean has. We have several different classes of ships. Oasis class ships are what I like to call the Mac Daddy of cruising. There is absolutely nothing else like them out there. They are the largest cruise ships in the world, and they're absolutely spectacular. So I've got a short introductory video for you about Oasis class ships, and then we're going to dive a little deeper into it. So that gave you a little bit of a preview. Now let's take a closer look. So Oasis class ships are so large that we actually have 7 named neighborhoods on board the ships. So we have the boardwalk, which is on the aft end of the ship. It's open air. You see it there on the second from the left on the top. Every one of them has a full-size hand-carved carousel. You see those inward-facing balcony staterooms there. We're going to take a look at those in a little while. And you see the curly-Q things in the back there. That is the Ultimate Abyss slide, which we're going to look more closely at. But that's the boardwalk. There's restaurants there. There's the carousels. There's entertainment. Beautiful open-air area of the ship. On the lower left corner, you see Central Park. That's our other open air, one of our other open air areas. And this is for the world like Central Park. There are over 15,000 live growing plants in there. There are 4 full-time horticulturists that they're on the crew just to take care of Central Park. There are cafes, there are specialty restaurants, and it's a very lovely, very quiet place. You're going to be on board this ship with sometimes around 6,000 other guests, and you can go out there and hardly anyone is there, and it's very quiet. In the evening, it's beautifully lit with landscape lighting. And again, please notice those inward-facing balconies there on Central Park. We're going to talk about those in a little while. The Royal Promenade is sort of the town square. It's on the inside of the ship. It's a multi-level space with lots of shopping. That's where you're going to find your guest services desk, your shore excursions. They have a lot of entertainment, like street parties that happen in there. It's a nice central point on the ship. And then our pool and sports zone, this is on the aft end of the ship, and there are 2 flow rider surf simulators and a bunch of other things we'll take a look at. Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness Center, the youth zone, and the entertainment place. So these are all the neighborhoods of Oasis class ships. Now, that big anglerfish that you see there, that is where you enter the Ultimate Abyss slide. It's a 10-story dry slide, and it is so much fun. We also have the Perfect Storm water slides. We have the music hall, which is an incredible entertainment venue. Beautiful, cool furniture. We've replaced a lot of our furniture with these, I like to call those that you see in the picture there, I call those the bird nest chairs. I don't know what they're really called, but it just reminds me of a bird nest, and I absolutely love them. And some really cool dining venues like Portside Barbecue. There you see on the left, that is the inside of the Ultimate Abyss slide. So as you're going down this 10-story slide, you see it's a dry slide, and you have a thing that's sort of like a high-tech potato stack that helps you go fast. And portions of the slide are lit, portions are dark. Some of it has sound, some of it doesn't. It's really, really fun. And I slide all the way to the bottom, and then I run in and go up the elevator and go back down it again at least 2 or 3 times because it's so much fun, and there's hardly ever any waiting at all. Perfect Storm water slides. Those are racer slides. We have escape rooms on our ships. Now, of all the things I'm talking to you about, very, very few of these have any additional cost. The escape room does. It has a very nominal fee, and the reason for that is you can't put very many people in there at a time, and it takes a long time to complete. So there is a minimal fee for that, but all the other things I'm talking to you about, that's all included in the price of your cruise. Laser tag, this is included in the price of your cruise. And it's so much fun. So we have this big inflatable laser tag course, and you're divided up into teams, and you go in there, and this particular one of these ships is Clash for Crystal City. That's on Oasis of the Seas. They all have a little bit of a different theme. This is a look at the music hall. Now, this is absolutely spectacular. It's overlooking the boardwalk, and remember, that's where I told you that there's the carousel and the Ultimate Abyss slide. And it's a big lounge. You see, it's a 2-story lounge, actually. You see the stage there. And it's just an absolutely perfect live music venue, nice dance floor, absolutely spectacular. And then if you enjoy singing, we have Spotlight Karaoke, where you can go in there and entertain all your friends and everybody else on the ship at the time. And food, you know, and nightlife, amazing, amazing options. Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. It's a great family venue. So when you hear sports bar, don't be scared away by that. It is a family venue. Yes, it has a bar, but it's very kid friendly. There's like wings and sliders and There's board games, and there's booths for families to sit in. There's arcade games to play. So it's a wonderful venue for everyone to visit together. And the Bionic Bar, this is really entertaining. It's 2 robotic bartenders. You input your drink order on a special tablet, and then your name will come up on the screen, and it'll tell you where they are in the process of making your drink, and you can watch them. It's very, very entertaining, and sometimes the ship can even program them to dance. So they're not making drinks, but they're just standing there dancing, and it's really quite entertaining. And speaking of entertainment, Royal Caribbean is absolutely unparalleled in the quality of the entertainment that we offer. Bar none, we have the best entertainment at sea. So we have original musicals, we have our aqua theater, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. We have ice skating rinks with professional ice shows. So we're going to get a closer look at some of that in just a second. Beautiful pool decks. Again, I was telling you, you can see sort of the tropical colors that we put in on our pool decks. Really innovative bars and lounges. This Lime and Coconut is a multi-story bar that is very, very popular. It's out by the pool. And then Splashaway Bay, this is the place for our youngest guests to run around. It's a nice rubber footing so they can run around without slipping. There's dump buckets, there's water cannons, there's all kinds of fun things. And even though the water here is very, very shallow, even Splashaway Bay, whenever it's open, it has lifeguards, at least 2 lifeguards posted to watch over. Any water feature on board a Royal Caribbean ship will always, always be lifeguarded if it is open. If it is not open, it will be very clear that it's not open. It will be roped off, or in the case of Splashaway Bay, the water will actually be turned off. So we take your safety very, very seriously. So entertainment and nightlife, this is one way that we really shine. And what you're looking at right here in this photo is the Aqua Theater. This is unique to Royal Caribbean Oasis class ships. You will not find this anywhere else. And I do want you to notice on the right hand, the upper right corner of your screen there, you see one of the rock walls, and then you see those little balconies coming out. So those are the Aqua Theater suites. We have those on both sides of the ship, and you have your own private balcony where you can sit, and on one side you can sit there and watch the Aqua Theater show, and it is a wraparound balcony, so you can go around the other side, and that's where you have your ocean view balcony. They're really, really spectacular suites. So on our Oasis class ships, we have named Broadway productions. On Harmony of the Seas, we have Grease. On Allure of the Seas, we have Mamma Mia. On Oasis of the Seas, we have Cats. And as you see in the photo right there, on Symphony of the Seas, we have Hairspray. And we do also have named Broadway productions on a few other ships in our fleet. Saturday Night Fever is on the Liberty of the Seas. We also have Grease on Independence of the Seas, and we have We Will Rock You on Anthem of the Seas. And these are full Broadway productions. These are not, Jim and Susie put on a show. When we bring a show on board our ships, we have to comply with every single requirement of a Broadway touring production. And that includes the spectacular talent. We go to New York to audition, the beautiful costumes that have to be maintained absolutely to perfection, the gorgeous scenery and props, the lighting, the technical support, the live music. You're not ever going to find canned music in a Royal Caribbean show. So very, very high production standards, and this is included in the price of your cruise. You do not pay anything extra for these shows. We also have original productions. I'm going to talk to you a little bit in particular about Flight that you see there on the left side. But what you're looking at again is a picture of the Aqua Theater there. On both sides of the screen, you're seeing those beautiful Aqua Theater suites. And below, you're seeing the names of some of our Royal Caribbean original musicals. So this is Flight that you're looking at right here. This is the the show that's on the Symphony of the Seas. It's a Royal Caribbean original musical, and it's about the evolution of flight. And it starts way out in the future when humans are landing on Mars, and then it goes backward through time, and the closing number is about the Wright brothers in flying. And I'm not going to say much more about that because I have a really special video for you at the end, and I think you're absolutely going to be blown away when you see it. These are our ice productions. So we have on not only on Oasis class ships, but also on Freedom class ships and Adventure class ships. We have Studio B ice skating rink. So these ice skating rinks not only have free skate time for families, but they have a professional ice show, and it's performed multiple times during the sailing. And again, no additional cost for it. And these are absolutely world-class skaters. They're no kidding around. There's some former Olympians in there. There are some award-winning ice dancers. I mean, this is top-notch talent in these ice shows. And I even more respect what they do when I realize that that ice is not still. It's on a moving ship. So you'll be really, really impressed when you see them. So now the Aqua Theater, as I was telling you, this is unique to Royal Caribbean Oasis class ships. You won't find these anywhere else in the world. And it is the deepest pool at sea. It's a performance venue. And inside that pool is a multi-part stage. And the stage can raise and lower separate from each other. And so I've got, and instead of just talking to you about it, I have a really cool video to show you a behind the scenes and under the water look at what actually happens in the Aqua Theater. I think you're going to be really, really fascinated with this.
Left 10, diver is in. You are clear for your line. All lifts are moving up.
Pretty cool, right? That is completely unique. You will not find that on any other cruise ship besides Royal Caribbean Oasis class. So other than that, I mean, you know, these ships are just absolutely loaded with features and fun activities, all kinds of nightlife. And like I said, there's a casino on every ship in the fleet, amazing, unique bars and lounges with expert mixologists, all kinds of fun parties that take place out in the Royal Promenade and in the various lounges and other venues. Just absolutely spectacular. So, you know, that just kind of gives you a glimpse of what Royal Caribbean Oasis class ships are about. Now, I do want to briefly talk to you about a different class of ship, Quantum class, because our brand new ship that is just about to join the fleet, the Odyssey of the Seas, is a Quantum Ultra ship. This ship is going to be deployed to Haifa, Israel for the summer. So she will sail out of there for the summer, and then in November she will have made her transit to the U.S. and will become available to sail on her out of Fort Lauderdale. So just a little bit of information about the Odyssey, and I do have a quick video for you here, just so you can see that, and then we're going to talk some more about the features. So we're very, very excited for the Odyssey to join the fleet. So just to give you a little bit of a look at some of the features of this ship, what you see there on the left where the bumper cars are, that's called the Seaplex. That's a fully enclosed activity area, and it's on all of our Quantum class ships. Depending on the time of day, it might be bumper cars, it could be roller skating, it could be trapeze school. They have a DJ pod that drops down out of the ceiling for parties. They play basketball, volleyball, all kinds of games in there. And then on Odyssey of the Seas, there will also be Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade, which we talked about a little while ago. The Skypad Trampoline Park, that's the virtual reality trampoline park. Beautiful specialty dining venues, and then of course a gorgeous, beautiful tropical pool deck that you see there in the lower photo. North Star, this is a feature unique to Quantum class ships. This is a crystal capsule on an arm that will lift you 300 feet above sea level for just some truly spectacular views. And don't worry, it's not a thrill ride. It goes up very slowly and it descends very slowly, but it's a truly spectacular view. Ripcord by iFly, this is our skydiving simulator, again, unique to Quantum class ships. And again, these things I'm talking to you about are included in the price of your cruise. You are not paying extra for even an incredible feature like this. And here's another look at the Seaplex. You get a better look at it there. Now it's roller skating time. And you can see those upper levels where we have things like foosball tables and table tennis tables and air hockey and things like that. So there is something happening in the Seaplex all day and all night, pretty much every day and night. So now let's take a look at the accommodations on board our ships. If you've cruised before, you're probably familiar with a lot of this, but if you haven't, you might have had some questions in this regard. So an interior, or sometimes referred to as an inside stateroom, you see in the top left there. And these are the ones that are built on the interior or on the inside of the ship. The main difference with these and other staterooms being that they do not have windows. They're great for people that like to sleep in, because you don't get any of that light bleeding in around the curtains. And they're absolutely lovely. Now, the interior with virtual balcony, this is a kind of a great solution to the not having a window conundrum, because what you have is a floor-to-ceiling LED screen that's bringing you a live feed from outside the ship, and you can actually choose with your remote control where there are several different cameras on the ship that you can choose which camera you want your live feed to come from. And so when you wake up in the morning, you can look out just like anybody else looks out his or her window. You can pull the curtain across it just like you would a window, or you can actually use your remote and turn it off. So really, really innovative. And we have those on many of our ships. Promenade view interior, you remember we talked about the Royal Promenade. So on the ships that have the Royal Promenade, you can look through that window right down onto the Royal Promenade. And then we have our outside or ocean view staterooms. These are the ones that have a window, but it's a non-opening window. And then we have our boardwalk view balcony. Remember, we talked about those a little while ago. These are those inward-facing balconies that overlook the boardwalk, or same thing, overlooking Central Park. And then we have our ocean view balcony, and those have a sliding glass door and your own private balcony with balcony furniture, so you can sit out there and enjoy the view of the ocean. And then we move into our suites. So every ship in our fleet will have junior suites, we'll have owner's suites. That aqua theater suite that you see there in the top right, we talked about those just a minute ago when we were looking at the aqua theater. Those are unique to Oasis class ships. The Sky Loft, that is unique to Oasis and Quantum class ships. Actually, the Sky Loft and the Royal Loft, those are only on Oasis and Quantum class ships, because those are the only ships that are big enough for us to build these really big, luxurious 2-story suites. And then the Ultimate Family Suite, that's only on a couple of ships in our fleet. And that is really, really special. It sleeps up to 8. It has a slide that comes down. You see that orange tube? That's a slide coming down out of the children's bedroom. It has its own air hockey table, a floor-to-ceiling Lego wall. Out on the balcony, it has its own little mini table tennis table, its own climbing structure. Really, really special, really fancy. And then Royal Suite class is on Oasis and Quantum class ships. And these are the suites. They're divided into categories on Oasis and Quantum class ships. You see that on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, those are the categories for all the other ships other than Oasis and Quantum class. But on Oasis and Quantum, we have 3 tiers of Royal Suite class. So the C tier, that is your junior suites. The Sky tier, these are kind of around the grand suite level. And included with those, you have everything that you see on your screen there, as well as your Voom Wi-Fi. And then at the Star tier, this is where this becomes a truly all-inclusive vacation package. You have your beverage packages included for everyone in the suite. And that would be the deluxe beverage package, which is including all the alcohols for everyone 21 and above. And the lesser beverage package, that's everything but the alcohol, is for everyone younger than 21. The Voom Wi-Fi is included. All your specialty dining is included. Your gratuities are included. Everything is included really, except things like shore excursions, spa treatments, you know, if you wanted to work with a personal trainer in the gym, those kinds of things are not. But all the basic things that you would be looking for are included at the Star tier. And the most exceptional inclusion of all is the Royal Genie. And this is your personal concierge for the duration of the cruise. This person is on board to facilitate your vacation experience and make sure that it is completely personalized and everything that you are hoping or dreaming that it will be. Now, perfect day at Coco Cay. This is one of our 2 private islands, and I have a really cool little video to give you an idea of what you can expect at perfect day at Coco Cay. It is really, really special. So you can see why sometimes we get calls from people that they used to see our TV commercials and they would call their travel advisor and go, I want to go to Perfect Day. And they didn't even realize that you had to go on a cruise to get there. All they knew is they really wanted to go to Perfect Day. So this is exclusive to Royal Caribbean Cruises. That's the only way to get here. It's a beautiful, as you saw, island. It's a 100-acre island, so it's quite a bit larger than what this little map would lead you to believe. And you got a glimpse of just about everything that you see on the map during the video. We have an incredible water park with 13 slides in it, and adventure pool, and a wave pool, and all kinds of attractions in the water park. We have cabanas all around the island that you can rent for the day if you would like. And Cocoa Beach Club is an upscale area. You can purchase a day pass to go there. On the left-hand side, you see our floating cabanas. These are the only floating or overwater cabanas anywhere in the Bahamas. And then just behind them on the beach, you see the shoreside cabanas that are right there as part of Cocoa Beach Club. There's a beautiful clubhouse with an infinity pool, very upscale cuisine like lobster tail, filet mignon, and grouper. So a lovely, lovely experience if you're looking for that little bit more upscale experience while you're on the island. Our other private island is called Labadee. It's a completely private tip of the island of Haiti. It's a very different experience than Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It's lush landscaping. There are some activities. There's the Dragon's Tail coaster and the Dragon's Breath flight line. It's a very, very long flight line that you see there. And there is a small water slide and aqua park, not on the level of what you're going to see at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. This is much more of a relaxing beach day, which you can also have that at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We do have Chill Island there if you just want to chill out. But we have beautiful beach activities. We have kayaking, we have snorkeling. We do have cabanas that can be rented for the day. You see, they're very lovely. And we have, the landscaping is so beautiful. We even have hiking paths that you can enjoy. So I hope that kind of gives you just a taste of what you might experience with Royal Caribbean. And we have some amazing incentives right now. If you're a member of our Crown and Anchor loyalty program, we're doing double points right now. If you book by June 30th and you sail anytime between now and September 30th of next year, you're going to receive double loyalty points, and that is for all loyalty tiers. Travel Pros has an exclusive promotion going right now. If you book with them between now and April 3rd, you're going to earn some amount of money to spend during your cruise. Depending on the category of stateroom that you book, you see it all right there on your screen. This will be automatically added to your booking, and it will give you some money to use on, whatever you choose during your cruise. If it's a shore excursion or if it's a beverage package or a specialty dining experience, there's all kinds of different things that you can use for your shipboard credit. Our March offers, this is good through the 31st of this month. We have 60% off the second guest and 30% off the third and fourth guests. And then we have a little kicker thrown in of savings of up to $150 instantly. We are very, very proud of the awards and the distinctions that we have received. For 17 years running, we've been named the best cruise line in the Caribbean, the best cruise line overall, best sales and service, the best cruise ship, Symphony of the Seas in 2019, best cruise line entertainment in 2019. Now remember, in 2020, there wasn't anything going on because cruising was suspended. So we're extremely proud of these distinctions. Now remember, I mentioned that question box. This is kind of your last chance to go ahead and go into the question box and type in any questions that you may have. Want to make sure that we are able to get back to you about anything that you would like to know about. And I am going to now turn this back over to Sarah to kind of wrap things up. And thank you so much for your time and your attention this evening.
Perfect. Thank you, Jenny. That was awesome. And I think it showed a lot of people what Royal Caribbean has to offer. So Jenny will get to us the questions, and we will be in touch with all of you that had any questions in the next day or so. And please reach out to us at our website if you are ready to book or would like to start thinking about booking and not sure where you would like to go. We can absolutely help you with that, either myself or Glenda or Jennifer. So you can reach out to us on our website and or Facebook. I think that's all I have, Jenny. I thank you again so much for all of your help and the wonderful presentation.
Thank you. And I promised everybody a really special video to close this out. So this is the closing number from the musical Flight on board Symphony of the Seas. It is absolutely spectacular. I'm not going to say anything to ruin it. I just want you to take this in, and I want you to remember this is happening on board a cruise ship. This is not happening in a Broadway theater. It's on board a cruise ship. So I think you're really going to be blown away. Thanks everybody for your time and attention, and please enjoy this video.
Small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.